Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading covering July 16th to July 31st, 2022. This is a general reading for those with Capricorn in their birth chart. However, cross watchers, you are also welcome. Keep in mind that the roles of individuals may be swapped and the intensity of the energies and situations may vary. So take with you whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. To get more information, check out your readings for each of your sun, moon, and rising signs. So first, we explore what lessons you've been learning. You've got Wild Rose Fairy, Love, and the King of Cups. Second, we reveal what you don't see coming. You have this card, Algoi, Korkoi, and Virulence with the Knight of Swords. And third, we find out what will influence your perception or your perspective for the end of July. You have this card of Peace and the Sun. You can see they are very much visually similar. So the Seven of Swords represents your perspective as you enter into the second half of the month. Seven of Wands is what surrounds you. The Moon is your motivation, and the Empress is your outcome. So here with this lesson of love that you've been learning and the King of Cups, it is that a lot of love is in your life, whether you're the King of Cups or you're connected with the King of Cups and feeling connected to the people around you, feeling that you are appreciated and supported and wanting to support others, in really being in a place of trusting yourself and trusting your intuition. Seems like that is a lesson you're learning. So let's go ahead and clarify that King of Cups. You have the Page of Pentacles, which is a card to indicate a sense of appreciation and value in learning something new, kind of honoring something. So could be a sense of self-value, or even, and this love that is going on in your life is helping you to even possibly appreciate the small things and what's going on around you. So here, what you don't see coming with this card of Virulence, it's a sense of something negative kind of spreading and infecting those around you. With the Knight of Swords, this is indicates quick moving information, or jumping into action when there's not really necessarily a well thought out plan, and also kind of something that flies in and out, and whatever it is that you were hoping would take shape, it's really not. So to some degree, this may be someone that is, coming in, possibly trying to, what's the word? Kind of causing problems, like spreading gossip, trying to, trying to cause waves, or maybe not intentionally causing waves, but not really taking the time to get grounded and figure everything out. So let's take a look at what that is. You have the 10 of Cups. And this is a card of happiness and joy, being with those around you that you care about, your friends and family. It's also about being able to really experience all the different ranges of emotions and support others around you when they're going through it, and them supporting you when you're going through those ranges of emotions, and then recognizing where your center of balance is, going back to being grounded, wherever you are in that range. So to some degree, it may also be, if you look at the traditional 10 of Cups, where it's like parents and children dancing, and in the background there's a cottage, and there's a rainbow with the 10 cups in the sky, and that all occurs on a stage. So that kind of also calls to question whether or not the joy and happiness being displayed are just for show, because that's what they think they need to do, or if it is kind of just going through the motions to give off a sense of joy, like it is a play. So for some of you, what you don't see coming may be just like a change in emotions in the people that you're connected to, a change of, in the emotions that they're dealing with, what they're bringing to you, and changing quickly, because of whatever is going on in their world, whether it has to do with gossip, or with, romance, love them and leave them type of situation, or even COVID. And that can kind of, that can create waves for the King of Cups. But making sure that the King of Cups, if that's more you than someone else, then the King of Cups is someone that is stable. But because of your perspective entering this month, or sorry, the second half of July, as being the 7 of Swords, which can be like a liar, stealer, cheater, or someone that is kind of coming in to a scene wanting to be undetected. It could be that you're trying to learn from someone on how to be more loving. This, maybe a parent figure, mentor, significant other, friend of yours, something along those lines. But it's really going to, what you don't see coming is going to be like a test of how you handle that. So here, this concept of peace is going to be influencing things. And with the Sun here, there is a sense of true joy and happiness, and a sense of innocence and purity. So it's almost to a degree like needing to accept certain things, needing to recognize certain things about yourself, possibly, even with what's going on around you, trying to restore a sense of like order, or trying to slow things down so everyone can kind of be on the same page. But there is a need to kind of take things slowly and appreciate the small things, and take time to be grounded, to come from a higher perspective of a situation. So here, let's go ahead and clarify. You have the 8 of Cups. So to some degree, it may need to, when things are slowed down, it provides an opportunity to, take some time to reflect on what you might need to walk away from, what's not for your best and highest good, what's not serving you. So let's take a look at the 7 of Swords with this perspective over here. You have the 9 of Pentacles. And this is a card about, enjoying the rewards of your hard work. And, a sense of independence. So to some degree, the 7 of Swords for some of you can be just you recognizing that you've put in a lot of work learning this lesson of love, and it may be that what you're doing in this situation here that's is kind of you don't see coming, is you needing to manage that and really steal some swords from people so that they don't use it to attack each other with words or thoughts, so that whatever the information is, whatever is spreading over here, that shouldn't be spreading, maybe at the rate that it's spreading or at all. It could be that you are kind of behind the scenes trying to take away the sting of certain things. What surrounds you is the 7 of Wands, and this is an inner conviction of this is kind of that being grounded when there's a wave of emotion, is you're surrounded by people who might question you, even people who might challenge you. So let's take a look at the 7 of Wands. You have the 9 of Wands. So you're up for the challenge. You're ready to fight if need be, but I think you'd rather be a lover than a fighter. But basically, a lot of this has to do with, some type, possibly miscommunication, some type of, I want to say, maybe like people kind of coming together and gossiping about other people. But here, this motivation for you with the moon, it's trying to maneuver something, maneuver your environment with not having a sense of clarity about what's really going on. But ultimately, you need to have, confidence in yourself, like tap into the love that you've been learning, having confidence in yourself and trusting yourself and knowing how to maneuver, what's going on in the environment. So let's take a look at the moon here. You have 3 of Pentacles. And this is a card of kind of working together with other people to create something new. So it may be that you want to work with people that you trust, that you know their skills and their talents, and can really help to create something to deal with this situation, and deal with the situation where you're being questioned. So the outcome with the Empress, it's a sense of, again, tapping into this concept of love, self-love, love of the connection between you and other people and your environment, being in this place of creativity and abundance. So let's take a look at that. You have the 4 of Wands, and this is a celebration of a milestone. So even though there's some, not so amazing things, moments coming up at the end of July, it seems that being in a place of love, standing your ground, knowing who you are, coming at a situation from a place of slowing things down, being okay and at peace with what your decision is, it's going to really allow you to maneuver through the situation and come out celebrating yourself and those around you. So to close off this reading, I'm going to pull an oracle card to see which animal totem is going to be guiding you for the rest of July. You have this white stag protector. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful forces within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. So again, this concept of connecting to your nature, connecting to your intuition, creating blessings. So it seems like you, again, like this concept of protector, this does seem like, to some degree, maybe you're the one that's causing something over here. You're trying to do the right thing, and then trying to protect others from the backlash of it. But it also could just be that you're trying to get things to settle down and trying to use your experience to help others find that place of peace, and so that everyone can come out on top. Anyway, I'm hoping this provides a helpful perspective, and we'll see you next time. Take care.